Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at this Dell R720. We got a couple of CPUs here and we're going to go ahead and start an upgrade. So of course the first thing we're going to do is log into this because it's running in VMware. It's a hypervisor, so we're going to log into that, shut down all of our VMs, power down the server, and open this up and upgrade our CPUs. Okay, we are now behind the server in the rack. Sorry for the mess, but this is what I have. So in any case, we're gonna go ahead and unplug the power now. Now, my network is a little bit convoluted, so I wanted to make sure these wires go back into the right Ethernet jacks. So I got some colored tape here that I'm gonna color code each one, take a picture, and I know what wire goes into what Ethernet port before we slide this baby out. All right, now that we have everything color coded, and we can go ahead and start unplugging our Ethernet cables and slide this thing out. So the CPUs that we're gonna be switching out, right now we currently have an E5 2650 and there's physically 2 of them, so that's why I have 8, but it's really 16 CPUs, and then we have 32 threads, and then we're going to be switching both CPUs out to an E5 2690 V2, which is a 3.0 gigahertz, which is a lot bigger than that 2.0, and it's got 40 threads and it's going to have 20 cores. So let's go ahead and start this upgrade. So we went ahead and logged into our VMware. We already went in there and the host is now shutting down. So there's only going to be a couple things we're going to need. Of course, we're going to need those CPUs and some thermal paste. All right, now that we have the server out of the rack, let's go ahead and open up our top here. I'm gonna remove the airway divider here, and there's our CPU. So now we're gonna need a Phillips screwdriver to unscrew these screws. Oh, this memory, this thing's got a lot of memory, about 256 gigs in total. All right, once we got those screws undone, we can go ahead and pick up our heatsink here. We're gonna have to clean off this and that CPU down there. So let's go ahead and do that, and we're gonna do that for both CPUs here. So we're gonna clean these off. Usually you can use some paper towels, tissues, or whatever you have handy. Make sure you get all that thermal paste off there, all that old stuff. It's that easy with just a paper towel. A lot of people want to use alcohol and all other kinds of things, but paper towel works for me. All right, now that we have our CPU heatsink cleaned, our old CPU cleaned, we can go ahead and take this out. So let's go ahead and pull these up, release the CPU out of there, carefully take it out. Let's just set it up on this napkin here. We got our new CPU right here, so let's go ahead and take that. And we want to make sure we line up the hole so the shorter notches are in the front. Take that in there. Like I said, make sure those notches line up on both sides, front and back, and make sure it's nice and snug in there, and we can go ahead and seal her up. All right, so now that we got our CPU in there, let's go ahead and grab some thermal paste and put that right in the middle. I mean, you personal preference, however you want to do yours. All right, now we got our heatsink here. We're gonna put it right on top, gently put it down, and now let's go ahead and screw this up. So we just gotta screw the front one here and then the back. All right, once we completed both CPUs, I'm not going to show you the second one because it's basically the same steps. Now we're going to go ahead and put our air filter thing back on, whatever you want to call that thing, and let's get our top back on and let's get this boy powered back up. Now we're back here behind our server. We got our power already plugged in. Now you guys remember where did all these go? Let's look back in the video. So our first one's going to be that white, and then red, and then yellow, and then blue. All right, now let's power this server on. All right, server's powering on. Let's get to our screen. Well, this is a good sign. It's configuring the memory, checking everything on boot up. So let's make sure we can see those new CPUs. Yay, there's our 2 3.0 gigahertz 10 core CPUs. You guys, you successfully changed your CPU out of your server. I hope this video was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.